Hi everyone, welcome back to my Flosstube channel. Today we're hitting episode number 18. How awesome is that? I'm Sarah. I'm so happy to have you here. Today is going to be a little bit of a different video, so you guys are going to have to be honest with me and let me know, okay? Doing a couple things differently. So I'm still filming with my back camera because I do feel like the quality is better. However, I did get this microphone like a pro, as you can see, um, because it picks up better audio quality, but that means I can't see myself filming this. So hopefully I show everything to the camera. Fingers crossed I don't mess up. If I do, I'm so sorry. I'm just gonna try. Today is more talking really than it is showing stitching. I have a lot to talk to you guys about. So some exciting stuff is going on. Um, so we're just gonna jump right in and get started. But again, welcome to my channel if you're new. So happy that you're here. So we're going to jump right into some weekly updates, and boy, do I have some updates for you. Okay, so the first big update is that Nathan and I have started sort of a little bit. We're trying to decide a fabric dyeing kind of business called, are you ready for this? Millennial Fabrics. Very creative, I know, I know. Um, so I actually have some of our fabrics to show you as of filming this video. And it is Thursday as I film. It's going to be posted on Friday. But as of Thursday, all of these fabrics are available. So I'm just going to kind of show you some of what we've dyed. I'm not going to take them out of the bags just because of the noise and for time's sake, because there's kind of a lot of them. And then I'm going to talk to you guys a little bit about what this fabric dyeing means for us and for you guys and everything in between. So the first thing I want to say before I show fabrics is if you have any interest at all in hand-dyed fabrics, please join our Facebook group, Millennial Fabrics. It'll be linked right down below, but that way I can actually post and you can see all the fabrics. I do combine shipping, so that's fun. And I try to ship out same day or next day, depending on time, of course. So I'm just going to show you a couple of our fabrics. This is Harmony, and it's 28 count even weave. Hopefully you can see that. It's like a sage kind of color. So I also have a 14 count of that right now. All right, then I have a 32 count in Mystic Fog. I really like this one. It's like a gray. Oh, these are my favorite, okay? I'm gonna be honest with you. This is Botanical, 28 count Monaco. Hopefully you can see that all right. Gorgeous. Then we have Orange Peel, so fun. This is the 16 count Ada. Okay, here is the fabric that has been selling like crazy. It's called Moonstone, and all I have left is a 14 count Ada right now, but I'll be dyeing more. Kind of hard to see variation, but you can see color idea. And then if you get on the Facebook group, you can see all the variation, or you can check my Instagram. But Facebook's a little easier to see. This one is 16 count, and I call it Bliss. This one has really pretty variations in it. Just moving through these kind of quick. I don't want to hold everybody up. Here's another Mystic Fog. This one's in 32. That's Mystic Fog in 14. This is called Sanctuary in 14. Pretty blue. Some variations on that one too. Another Mystic Fog, and then I have Coral Splatter. This one's pretty fun. It's a corally color, and then it's got little splatters of darker in there. So that's what I have available right this minute, but I wanted to talk to you guys a little bit as I kind of go over this because you're going to be a big part of Millennial Fabrics if it comes to be. You know, Bowie has to make a scene in Flosstubes. So right now, for Ada, we've been doing roughly 8 cents a square inch. And then for all the others, so the even weaves and the Monacos, that kind of stuff, we've been doing 9 cents a square inch. Now, I am considering ordering from Yarn Tree a yard of 36 count and a yard of 40 count to dye. However, just being fully transparent, it's expensive. It's expensive to order those. So I'm just wondering if there would be a desire for those counts. And if there were, would you be willing to pay 10 cent a square inch because they're more expensive linens? So kind of think about that while we're going through here. And if so, what colors might you want to see? I'm pretty sure Moonstone is already going to be at the top of my list because that's what everybody seems to want. But if it were me, it honestly probably will be me, I'll probably dye a piece for myself because this botanical is like my favorite thing ever. It's so pretty. In fact, I'm going to do it. I'm going to take this one out of the bag. Now, it's been folded up, so it probably has some fold marks in it. But look how gorgeous that is. Oh, I love it so much. I'm so tempted to keep this piece, but it has a new home out there somewhere. So like I said, as of right now, all of the fabrics I just showed you are for sale, plus a few more in those colors. But that Moonstone is really popular. I'll have more of that for sure. And if you are interested in any other colors, please leave a comment down below and let me know how you feel about that. And again, please join our Facebook group. It'll be down below, but it's also Millennial Fabrics if you're just looking it up, and it has the same icon as my YouTube channel. So it's the little Bitmoji character. Okay, so with that comes that we finally opened a P.O. box. Oh my gosh, I've been thinking about it for so long. But we finally did it. P.O. Box 306. I will leave that down below. That way I can send out happy mail. And if any of you want me to share anything on my channel or send me some happy mail, you are more than welcome to. That will be where you send it to. That way you have that available, but it's also where all of the fabric will be coming from. So just be aware of that. Okay, so ooh, that was probably loud, I'm sorry. Because of the fabric dyeing ventures, Bowie's now on the window, that we've been on, I haven't stitched as much. I know, it's been killing me too, but fabric dyeing takes a while, in case you've never done it. So yes, something, okay, I have to tell you guys this before I get into whips. This is like one of the craziest things that's ever happened to me, but it's so wonderful. So if you're watching, my new friend from the library, hi. So I went to our public library because, long story short, my printer, my expensive printer that Mamaw bought me for school, is at school, and the floors are being waxed and I can't get in. So because of that, I don't have a printer. And I told myself at the beginning of summer, I'm not going to need that printer. I won't need it. I do. I've needed it so many times. Well, I needed to print labels to send on the fabric, like little tags. I had to go to the library to get them printed because I don't have a printer. And it's funny because the library is right below my school. So anyways, so I went to the library to get it printed, and I sent in like an email of the PDF to get it printed. And then I was on my way to the store and I got an email or an Instagram message from somebody who worked at the library who said not only is she my age, but she's a cross stitcher and she loves stitching and has a hard time finding people her age. So now we've been like chatting for days and it's awesome. And I think she's even going to come to our next cross stitch meeting, which is so fun. So if you're my new friend from the library, hey, I'm so glad you're here. I'm so glad we met. I was so excited about it. I called Mama and my mom and Nathan. I thought it was the best thing ever. But you know, that's how some of the best friendships start. Just saying, crazy, crazy things. Okay, so now that crazy story, I know, just take a minute. I feel like I'm a live and in action version of Pam and Steph's Stitcher Connections. Okay, I'm gonna go on into my whips. I only touched 3 of my projects this week, guys. I know, a real shame, but I did make some progress. So the first one I'm gonna show you is Blue Dreams. So, a couple of things. I restarted this project. So last time you saw it, it was on this fabric by Mystic Fabrics. I'm so sorry, there is a dent in the fabric. But it was on this fabric here from Mystic Fabrics. Well, I'll be honest, now that I have moved to the linens, I really was not enjoying the Ada quite as much. And that one was a little more orange than I was kind of wanting it to be. So I decided, this is how all this dyeing stuff came to be, okay? I decided to restart, and I dyed my own fabric for this. Are you ready? It is a 28 even weave. I have tape around the edges so that it doesn't fray. Look at the color though. If you've seen the color that this was originally, you'll know that it's like the same. It's awesome. I'm just going to put this behind it so there's something. Look at the color and look at my progress. So I decided, hopefully you can see that it's not showing like some random thing. I decided to be daring on this, okay? And I decided to do this 1/1. Okay, there are so many stitches in this project already. I'm going to pull it up and tell you how many because it's wild. Let's see. I'm going to come around and show this up close. That way I know you can see it. There you go. There is 441 stitches in this sucker. Look at that. Oh my gosh, I just love this fabric. It came out exactly how I wanted. It's so pretty. I'm going to take my clips off. That way you guys can actually see the whole thing. That's what the whole piece looks like. So I don't know about you. I like modeling, but I don't want it to take away from my stitching, if that makes sense. And I feel like sometimes fabrics are so modeled that it almost takes away from stitching a little bit. So I don't want that. So this turned out perfect for me. Once I'm done filming this, I'm heading straight upstairs and working on some stitching myself. So that is Blue Dreams. And I'm sure we'll find another project to use this pretty orange on. It's always a hard decision to restart a project, especially after you've got some stitches in. Okay, our next two projects I've made quite a significant amount of progress on. And it is my two Plum Street samplers. I've been just so enjoying them. So the first one is, this is the day. This one here. I have to tell you, I'm going to be honest with you. This could potentially be one of my favorite things I've ever stitched. And I know that that's like, what? But yes, I think it may be. Getting my thread out of here. I was in progress working on this. Okay, on my Q snap. Look at the progress on that. I'm going to come around the corner again just to get a really up close visual here. Look at that. And look at the variation in the roof so far. Oh my goodness. So I'm using called fours on this project, and the bricks were so much stinking fun. Oh my gosh, they were so much fun. Let me show you, or I'm going to tell you what exactly this is on. It counts all the good information I'm sure you want to know. And I'm looking on my cross-stitch journal, which if you're interested in that, please check out my most recent video and you'll be able to see a whole spiel about my journal. So this is a Plum Street Samplers. This is the day. It's on a 32 count Lugana by Zwigart in platinum. And I'm doing it over 1. Over 1 seems to be my jam recently. Oh, I'm going to show you this too. I made this a while ago, and every time I get ready to film, I think about I should show them this, and then I never do. It's a scissor fob, but it's made out of buttons, and mine has little cactuses and stuff on it. But isn't that just like the cutest? I love it. Love it, love it, love it. So that is my progress on this is the day. And then do you remember what my other one is? I'm putting your brain to work. Do you remember? I'm going to get it out. I've made a lot of progress on this one too. I also have loved this one. This one is also over 1. Am I sparking any memories for you? Any memories at all? Okay, I'm getting ready to show you. This is the day by Plum Street Samplers. Remember that one? I don't know about you, but a lot of people local to me have been digging this project. So I have this one on a Nurge hoop. That's my progress on that. Coming up close. I feel like we're getting up close and personal when I'm showing you these. This is over 1 as well. I just love it. I love how you can see the variation. The bottom of that church is going to be a lot of fill-in, so I'm going to do that while I'm watching TV. Probably a little murder mystery is what I'll be watching when I do that. But I'm using called for this project as well. It's on 36 count Edinburgh linen and platinum as well. Different size fabrics, same color, so hopefully these won't clash if they're near each other when they are hung up. So those are my current whips. Okay, I have no finishes. I don't anticipate finishes really anytime soon unless I start something really small, but I do have some plans for you. So I know I talked about it in my previous Flosstube video. Drink break. But I am interested in starting a sal for the Just Cross Stitch Halloween edition. I'm going to grab it. That way you can see it in case you didn't see that video. But I have a video doing a full flip through of this book in case you're interested in that. But I am going to be starting a stitch along on Facebook, going through on Facebook and Instagram, but the group will be on Facebook. And I have decided that I'm going to do it for any pattern in this book. So I think I'm going to call it a Millennial Halloween. And Bowie and Suki are chasing each other around. I'm so sorry. A Millennial Halloween, hashtag, of course, hashtag a Millennial Halloween. So I'm going to put that hashtag down below. I have not yet made the group. You can start looking for it, and I'll make an announcement on YouTube if I do make it. But I will definitely have it done by the next Flosstube. I just haven't had a chance to do that yet. But I do want to show you the project I'm going to be doing. And if you want to do the same one, that would be cool. So I am going to be doing Sugar Skull Cat, and I'm going to dye fabric for this project. Now, I have not decided what color I'm going to do yet for the Sugar Skull Cat. I was just looking over here at my fabrics. I may potentially do it in Mystic Fog, maybe. Let me pull this out and take a look. That's Mystic Fog. So I may do it on this color. I'm going to be honest, I don't love that color because I feel like it doesn't make this pop as much, but maybe you do, and that's cool. I think, let me know what you think. I might do it on the Mystic Fog. I feel like the colors in that would look pretty with the cat. I just don't know if his face would get washed out. I might have to do a floss toss on this. But what I wanted to say is if you are interested in having a piece of fabric dyed by me for our stitch along, I am happy to do that. I also had, I shipped it out today, or I would show you, a kind of lime green. It's called kiwi fruit. One of my students used to say that. She was, when I was working with the little kids, and we would do like a fruit sorting activity, and she would always say kiwi fruit. It was never just kiwi. So I thought of that name and thinking of her. But I was thinking that that might be a fun fabric to do it on, but some of these other patterns might be really cool to do on some more vibrant fabrics. So if you have a pattern from this book that you're interested in potentially having some fabric dyed for, please let me know, and I'll see what I can do for you. So this stitch along will be starting, when do we want to start it? September 1? That gives us 2 months. Let's do September 1. So I'm going to write it down because I'll forget. September 1 we'll put our first stitches in. September 1 for hashtag a millennial Halloween. I'll work on making that Facebook group today. That way everybody can get in and start telling me what the heck you're going to be doing, because I'm so excited to hear. Okay, so another thing I have coming up is a craft room tour. I have not forgotten. I just have been kind of adding stuff and reorganizing a little bit, and honestly have not had a chance to film that, but it's still on my list of things to do. I am hoping to start touching more projects soon, but more than anything, my priority is to make sure that I keep stitching a priority while I'm in school. You guys all know when I'm in school, I get a little stressed, as all teachers do, and stitching sometimes gets set to the wayside. I don't want to do that. Stitching brings me so much peace. So that is my plans and my goal. Now moving on to some people's favorite part of the program. I like to call this the enabling section of the program. I have some new patterns, and I also got some stuff from Amazon that I'm excited to share with you. Let me see if I brought this down. I thought I stuck it in here, but maybe I didn't. Oh, I did. I got it. Okay. So I ordered 3 patterns from Annabella's, which is an online Etsy store, and they also have an in-person store. They just moved locations. So I ordered 3 things from them, 2 Plum Streets and the new Teresa Kogert. So I'm going to come up nice and close again. That way I can make sure you guys can see these. So this is Blackberry House by Plum Street Samplers. How gorgeous is that? I'm going to move it real close. So it looks like this one came out in 2015. That's when the date is. I'm leaning it back. That way there's not as much of a reflection. So looks like this one came out, yeah, copyright 2015. And then I also got Cinnamon Stars by Plum Street Samplers. I just love the little stars coming out of the house and the sunflowers. Now, Laura from Stitching by the Shore is also stitching this one, and she had mentioned that the colors in these pumpkins are a little funky. So I'm going to take a look at those when I do it. This one is 2013. Hadn't even graduated high school when that one came out. Okay, the last one is Teresa Kogert's New Wisdom. I literally love this pattern so much. It says, "'Tis not fruitful to lift one up by belittling another. Love one another, be harmonious, judge not that not be judged. Judge not that ye not be judged, and kindness is wisdom." I love the flowers on that, and I love the message behind it. I believe that she was sold out on Annabella's when I saw this last, but she may have restocked now. If you like that, let me know. Listen, I'm all about a stitch along, okay? If anybody else is going to be stitching this one, let me know since it's new. Really excited about this one. Yeah, 2023. I just want to make sure I wasn't like tripping. Okay. So, and then I also got from Amazon on Prime Day. I don't know if anybody else got these, but Nurge hoops were on sale. So I actually got a 5-pack of Nurge number 3s for like $20. So I have plenty of Nurges now to have in all my kits, as well as my Q-Snap, which I love. So if you are my cross-stitch friends watching this, thank you for telling me to get a Q-Snap. You were correct. Okay. Oh, just one more thing. I also got a knockoff Apple Pencil. For my iPad. And that works much better with my app than like a stylus does. So if you're interested, that pen is wonderful. And it'll be down in the description box below. Okay, channel shout out this week. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, I have to shout out, I may have already shouted them out before, but they're just that great. So I'm going to shout them out again because they just announced some news. Is the Floss Boston Cousins, and if you haven't watched them, you are really missing out because they are hilarious, okay? A little raunchy, which I love, so it's great. Excuse me. So they announced on their video this week, I can't remember what day it came out, but it just came out maybe 2 days ago. They are considering doing a retreat. Oh my gosh, a retreat. So, of course, when I was watching this in the middle of the night, I was like, hello, cross-stitch friends. Want to go to the retreat with the Floss Boston cousins? And they're all like, yes, absolutely. So we're thinking about going to that. There are not that many slots though. So if you are interested, it's in Alabama. If you're interested in going, you need to go to their video, watch it, listen to everything they have to say, and comment below to tell them you might be interested. Because I think there's only like 14 cabins, and the cabins have your little group of people. So let me know if you're going to go to that, because we are strongly considering going. Okay, so now we're going to get into my little segments of our video as we're winding down here. The best thing of the week. Not a whole lot of people commented their best thing of the week, which makes me sad because I want to know your best things. So make sure you pause the video, put your best thing of the week right down below. Put it down below. I want to know. My best thing was getting to spend quality time with Nathan dyeing fabric. Him and I did all of the dyeing together. So everything that you see was hand done by both of us. So with him working so much, it was just really nice to be able to spend quality time actually dyeing the fabric and doing it together. So that was my best thing of the week. Whew, talk so fast. I don't mean to, but I do. Okay, next is our prayer chain. So I didn't get any requests this week or on last video. So I'm just going to kind of re-explain what this is. So a prayer chain is at the end of the videos because I know it's not for everyone, but I figured I would use my platform for good. So if you guys have a prayer request of any kind, please leave it down below and I will share it in the next week's Flosstube video. If there's a lot, I'll probably just pick one or two. But I'm happy to do that, and that way we can get your needs kind of out there and share, in prayer together. So this week I'm going to have a prayer, and my prayer is that all the teachers that are getting ready to go back start the school year off strong, and the kids are excited to come back to school, and hopefully didn't experience too much trauma over the summer. So my prayer is for teachers getting ready to go back to school, including myself. So if you would say a prayer for myself and all of other teachers, I would really appreciate that. And the last thing we're going to talk about is question of the week. So this is another thing I want an answer to down below. So the question is, do you prefer hand-dyed fabrics or solid colors? So like, do you prefer more of white or platinum or one solid color, or do you prefer more variegation and modeling? And I'm going to add on, I didn't add this in my notes, but if you prefer variegation and modeling, how much? Do you like it to be all over, or do you like it to be more sparse? Let me know down below. I would love to know. Apart from that, I think that's all we have today. Make sure if you like this video to hit that subscribe button. It helps me out a lot. So do likes. But I love talking to you. So make sure to answer my question. Let me know if you have a best thing of the week. I'm sure you do. Make sure you think about those things because it really can make a big difference. So hit that subscribe button. And if you are interested, you can follow my Instagram for Millennial_Stitchers, also listed down below. And of course, Millennial Fabrics on Facebook. That would mean so much to me. I really appreciate it. Okay, thank you guys so much for being here, and I will be seeing you next week. Bye!